Welcome to PreMath. In this video, we have got this semicircle with a center O put on this line AC along with this tangent CP, as you can see in this given diagram, such that this point P is the point of tangency, and as a result we get this green shaded region. And moreover, this segment CP is 6 centimeter. And the area of this semicircle has been given to us as 6 times pi centimeter square. And now our task is to calculate the area of this green shaded region. Please don't forget to give a thumbs up and subscribe. And please keep in mind that this figure may not be 100% true to the scale. Let's go ahead and get started. And let's assume the radius of this semicircle is lowercase r. And now let's recall the area of a circle formula. Area equals to pi r square, where r is the radius. And now since we are dealing with this semicircle, so therefore the semicircle area formula is going to be pi r square divided by 2. And the area of this semicircle has been given to us as 6 times pi. So therefore we can write pi r square divided by 2 is going to be equal to 6 times pi. And now I am going to multiply by 2 divided by pi on both sides to isolate r square. And here we can see this pi, and pi is gone, 2 and 2 is gone as well. So therefore r square is going to be equal to, and here pi and pi is gone, so we are ended up with 6 times 2 is 12 on the right hand side. And now we are going to undo this square by taking a square root on both sides. And here we can see this square and square root is gone. So therefore our radius turns out to be equal to 2 times square root of 3 units. So thus the radius lowercase r turns out to be 2 times square root of 3 of this semicircle. And now we are going to connect this center O with this point of tangency, as you can see in this next step. And now we know that this OP is the radius of this semicircle. So this is going to be lowercase r. And now let's recall the circle theorem. According to this theorem, the angle between the radius and the tangent line will always be 90 degrees. So no wonder this angle OPC is going to be a 90 degree angle, since this is our radius and this is our tangent line. And as a result we are ended up with this right triangle OPC, whose side lengths are this is our radius 2 times square root of 3, and this other side length is 6. And now let's assume that this angle POB is our angle theta. And now we are going to find the value of this angle theta. And now let's recall this famous trig ratio. Tangent of theta is always equal to opposite divided by adjacent. And in our case, the opposite side is 6 centimeter, whereas this adjacent side is 2 times square root of 3 centimeter. So therefore our tangent theta is going to be equal to 6 divided by 2 times square root of 3. Let's simplify. So tangent of theta is going to be 3 divided by square root of 3. And now we are going to rationalize the denominator. So I'm going to multiply square root of 3 on the top and the bottom at the very same time. And here we can see square root of 3 times square root of 3 is going to give us simply 3. As you can see in this next step, I have replaced this whole thing with 3 at the denominator. And now we can see this 3 and 3 cancel each other out. So therefore we are ended up with the tangent of theta is going to be simply square root of 3. So therefore our angle theta could be written as tangent inverse of square root of 3. And now let's make an observation. We can see tangent of 60 degrees is always square root of 3. So therefore our angle theta turns out to be 60 degrees. So therefore this angle theta is our 60 degree angle. And now let's make an observation. We can see that this green shaded area is going to be equal to the area of this right triangle OPC. We are talking about this whole right triangle OPC area minus the area of the sector POB. We are talking about this sector POB area. So therefore now our task is to calculate the area of this triangle OPC and the area of this sector POB as well. Let's go ahead and calculate the area of the triangle OPC. Let's recall the area of a triangle formula. Area is always equal to a half times base times the height. And in our case, the base of this triangle is 6, whereas the height is 2 times square root of 3. So therefore, the area of this triangle OPC is going to be a half times the base is 6 times the height is 2 times square root of 3. And if we simplify the right hand side, we are going to get 6 times square root of 3. So thus the area of this right triangle OPC turns out to be 6 times square root of 3. And now in this next step, we are going to calculate the area of this sector POB. And now let's recall the sector area formula. Area is always equal to angle theta divided by 360 degrees times pi r square, where r is the radius. And in our case, our angle theta is 60 degrees. And the radius is 2 times square root of 3. So therefore this sector POB area is going to be 60 degrees divided by 360 degrees times pi times our r value is 2 times square root of 3 whole square. And now let's make an observation. We can see 60 degrees divided by 360 degrees reduces to 1 divided by 6. And this square of 2 times square root of 3 is going to give us 12. So therefore we can write down 1 divided by 6 times pi times 12. And if we simplify the right hand side, that is going to give us 2 times pi. So therefore the sector POB area turns out to be 2 times pi. And here's our final step. Let's recall this equation once again. The green shaded area is equal to the triangle OPC area minus the sector POB area. We already figured out this triangle area over here and the sector area over here as well. So let's go ahead and fill in the blanks in this equation. So therefore the green shaded area is going to be, our triangle OPC area is going to be 6 times square root of 3 minus the sector POB area is 2 times pi, and that is going to be the area of this green shaded region. So thus after all the calculations and manipulations, the area of this green shaded region turns out to be 6 times square root of 3 minus 2 pi square units. And that is going to be approximately equal to 4.11 square units as well. And that's our final answer. Thanks for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more exciting videos. Bye.